Oh, live.
Yes. Hello, hello.
Cute sip.
These ginger shots are so good. I don't know if the pineapple's like extra ripe or what, but
Well, I had to buy that's frozen pineapple.
oh, that would explain the difference.
There is a perk to buying frozen
Produce
because it's
super ripe.
It's perfectly
Yeah.
primed and it's ripe and it's already prepped. It's more expensive. I actually ran the numbers on that.
Oh yeah? What'd you find?
It was an 11% cost of goods.
Yeah, which normally our ginger shots are like
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Just a lot better. Ginger shots, they're definitely
Something
profitable.
to say there for having, especially if you're making giant batches, having things prepped.
Yeah.
It's worth paying a little bit more if
Oh yeah, because it's already prepped. You don't have to cut it.
you don't have to do anything.
That's a great point. This is a really fun fact tip.
You can buy in bulk. You can store it in your freezer. You can.
Yeah, that's great.
Roll
We're
with it.
just talking about today's ginger shots that were made with frozen pineapple because it's our first day back open, produce, suppliers, all of that. And they're still profitable. And she was just talking about how she didn't have to prep the pineapple. So it's a good option if you're needing to capitalize a little bit on labor. Hello, I just started my juice business. What do you recommend for tropical country, the menu? Whatever is in abundance and profitable and easy to get.
What'd she say?
Started.
Tropical
Yep.
country.
The menu.
Nice.
Yep, go with what's local and in season, what your customers are already familiar with and love, and sneak in some fun superfoods. But you're definitely, I mean, from a business standpoint, you're going to want to go with something with things that are easy to source in great abundance.
Yeah, we were just talking about pineapples. Pineapples are a great liquid base.
Yes.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
They're delicious, they're healthy.
They're one of the more
yummy.
profitable liquid bases.
Yeah.
People love pineapple juice.
Yeah, they do. So welcome on the live. This is our weekly business live chat where you can ask your questions. And then we're also recording this and it goes up on our Spotify and YouTube as our... You haven't got it to Spotify. That's okay. It goes up on YouTube. Eventually it'll be on Spotify. As our weekly just business chat. So
We just like hanging out with you guys.
we do. We really just like chatting with you and talking about all the things. And today we got a lot to talk about as far as it's New Year's season. This is
Jordan has been up front on social media for hours.
It has been a social media day. I do feel very accomplished.
I feel like we're about to get the short version of it. I saw you writing.
I did write things down, or you're going to get the long version because I got it all on my mind.
This is YouTube.
We have a comment. I would love to visit your shop one day. I have been trying to start my juice business, but for any other reason, I can't. I can just never go all the way. Any recommendations? Oh, that is a great question. Like, you want to start, but it's hard to commit. So what do? You start small. You start small with little wins, and you just have another one and another one and another one, and it snowballs. It's that snowball effect. I need to decide where I'm looking because I go back and forth. So I'm going to look at that, and this will just be the audio background. But yeah, so if you want to get the ball rolling, but you don't know how, so you start with those small wins. So simply get some good bottles that you like. You can buy plastic bottles. You're not going to spend a lot of money. Get some recipes you like and just start making it. Drink it for yourself. Do a cleanse. Get some oomph under you if you don't already have it. And then start finding some customers. Somebody, it could just be family. I mean, it can just be somebody who will buy a little bit here and there. And you can start, social media pages and just see kind of what happens, kind of gauge it, what kind of orders come in, how busy is it feeling. And then from there, you just continue to grow and you continue to do. And then start at a farmer's market, just do it. Just make some juice and take it to the farmer's market. See what happens. But eventually, you just got to do it. But just do it small, We always recommend when you're doing your first pop-up events and farmer's markets and whatnot, take 3 recipes. Don't feel like you have to take 10 recipes. In fact, that's just gonna make it harder on you. We really want a simplified menu. A really complex menu is like an employee that can't focus and is like all over the place and it's just like, oh my gosh, like you want straight to the point. Keep it simple. Your menu is something that works for you, not against you. So take 3 amazing recipes, ginger shots, look, this is just a plastic bottle with a nice label. And some good simple juice in it, right? Ginger shots are so easy to sell and very profitable. So start small, off of that win, do another one and another win. And there's no need to, we see the most failure when people just open a storefront. Like no experience, you just open a storefront. It's like, you need the wisdom behind you of those small wins for it to really sustain. So
for sure, we're not trying to like reinvent the wheel here.
No.
It's just fruits and veggies, and juicing is going to be around forever.
Yeah.
People are always going to need more fruits and veggies in their lives. It's like you're not going to miss your moment. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just take your time, have fun, juice for yourself. It's fun to, like, if I needed encouragement, I would always like go to like our like packaging and be like, look at this.
Yeah.
And it's fun to like take pictures of it and like visualize your product, and then you can see where this is going, long term.
Dude, in the beginning stages, it was a lot of that for me. Like, I love to play around with marketing materials and graphic design and just visualize.
Yeah.
Like, one of my best tips for people shopping for a storefront is to learn SketchUp. It can be a little hard, but if you can learn it, you then can go into a place, like if you were to come to our building, that's an empty slate, get the measurements of the walls and everything, and dream and add in your countertop and your equipment on this software device. And you see it. And once you see it, you believe it. And you're like, I can do that. We can do this. And so that visualization of playing around with marketing materials, looking at what you've created, taking beautiful photos, it really, you inspire yourself with your own brand. And you go, we got something here.
So much of entrepreneurship is, you have these ideas and you have these plans and systems or whatever it is that you want to create, and we just have to pull it down and put it
into reality,
create it and make it, successful. And
that
it's just the pulling it down.
Dude, that is like so true though, because everyone has amazing ideas. Honestly, everyone has the best ideas, but it's those that choose to execute it that win. And I know that sounds so simple, but what we're trying to say is it's not complex. It's not confusing. It's not necessarily hard to do. It's simply doing it. And where really then the root is believing that you can do it. So you have to have that faith, that visualization, that confidence of like, I can do this, I can do it. And why we also often come back to our consulting is like, Lauren and I have always had each other, where it's like, that's a good idea, let's lean into it more, right? When you're on your own, you have this idea and you don't have anyone to speak life into it, and you're kind of like, oh, maybe it's not a good idea. Or you have a bunch of people speaking death into it and they're like, that's a terrible idea, don't do it, don't do it.
Even yourself.
Even yourself, yep. Like people get too scared, so they speak death over what you're trying to bring to life, right? And so one thing that we love about our consulting is we're gonna speak life into your idea with also wisdom and truth behind it. Like, here's some practical ways to do it, but we believe in you because you have something unique that you can bring to the table. So yeah, belief and faith in the execution of being able to pull the idea down and put it into action is arguably the biggest.
And I would say that it's okay. There is a certain level of, I used to really struggle with perfectionism. And there is a lot of freedom in allowing yourself to pull those ideas down and have them not be perfect, have them be here, not fully grounded.
Totally.
And I really struggled with that in the beginning of our business. I wanted packaging to be perfect. I wanted, flavors to be perfect. I just wanted to be, polished.
Yeah.
And it's okay that, and I love how Jordan really balances me in that area. There was a whole season where during the pandemic, we didn't have packaging, like stickers or anything.
We
were
did
in
bottles.
plastic. None of these things really matter.
Right.
Like you get so caught up in this perfectionism that you never
do it.
Go.
Yeah.
But Jordan always just, she always kept the ball rolling regardless of whether like, we're ready.
We just got
whatever ready means.
Yeah.
You just got to show up sometimes.
You do. And I think that at the root of that, it's believing that what you have to bring as a unique person who has a heart behind the product is more valuable than what the product almost actually is. Like, truly, people buy from people that care. Do you know what I mean? The product should be good, but service and a heart to serve outshines beautiful packaging. It really does. Like, I would rather buy somebody who has great customer service, communicates well with me, cares about what I want, makes juice that is good. Like you have a heart of service and I want to buy from you versus the beautiful packaging and brand and website and this and that. And then I get the product and I'm like, I don't feel that love. Like I don't really feel like you care about what you're serving me.
Yeah.
And there, and it shines. It really does show through. So, but when we can have both meet together, you got gold. When you can have the heart of service and hospitality and love behind a product that you really believe in, and beautiful packaging and a good website and all of those things, it's like unstoppable then, Okay, so are we gonna talk about cleanses?
I don't know.
I know we just talk about it.
Well, I love the Q&A for this because
Yeah.
we love to hang out with you guys.
Yeah. Okay, let me see have you tried the hummingbird yet? If so, what do you think about it? We have not. I don't think they have shipped them out yet. So when they have them and are shipping them out, it's a new juicer on the market. We might get to try it. I don't know yet. So we'll see. But no, we haven't tried it. It looks like a great juicer.
It looks really cool.
Specs and everything and the technology looks awesome. So, okay, so let's talk about cleanses. Right? That's what you want to talk about?
It's on everybody's mind.
Yes. So January is usually the busiest time for most juice bars because everybody in the community wants to be healthy. One way to be healthy is to do a juice cleanse. And just generally, we want to eat less burgers and more fruits and veggies. So usually juice bars are really, really busy right now. And then you can capitalize on that by serving your customers a great product and catering to what their current needs are. So we've done for the past however many years, 5 years, a New Year's cleanse event. It's looked different every year. And this year it even looks different again because the business changes and everything changes. So our offerings this year are a really awesome 3-day cleanse that's discounted. And then we also discounted 2 of our most popular frozen packs. We have really exploded in the frozen industry part of our business.
Yeah.
And customers are just buying them like crazy because it's such a convenient way to buy a lot of juice. So we've discounted 2 of our most popular frozen packs. So
just today I worked on 2 big,
ones,
30 plus juice orders.
Yep. So if you're like, I want to do some kind of New Year's offer, but I don't know what to do, we're going to talk about what you could do.
I also want to know, have you guys done any juice cleanses?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about some juice cleanse experiences.
Let's see. Cleanses are really hard for me. I do have a hard time completing them. Granted, I have been either pregnant or nursing for 5 years when we really started cleanses about 5 years ago. So I haven't I don't know. My story is a little different, but I always struggle on a juice cleanse. I really do.
I think everybody does. Yeah,
they're hard. Yeah, but you feel amazing. They're worth it. It takes a lot of mental, not for everybody, but it can take a lot of mental, strength to say no to food and only drink juice. But you truly do feel amazing. I mean, you really do lose weight. You really do sleep better. You really do have mental clarity. I'm always shocked at how cravings are dramatically reduced. I mean, you can go from craving cheeseburgers and cookies like crazy to I'm good.
Give me a carrot stick.
I want all the healthiness. So that's what I'm always amazed by most. But
I'm always caught off guard by how much I mindlessly reach for food.
Yeah.
And the number of times I'm like, oh, stop it.
Yeah.
And just the mental aspect of I'm fully nourished on juices. There's no lack of I'm not hungry. I'm never hungry on a cleanse. But the mental aspect of I'm not eating food.
See, and then I'm always hungry on a cleanse. But I don't know if that's because I've been nursing or what. I don't know.
You're growing and making humans.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so what should you do if you want to offer a cleanse and capitalize on this time of year? So first of all, you need to choose your item. For most, it's going to be a 3-day cleanse, but it might not be. That might not be the best thing for your business, but it probably is. If you don't already offer a type of cleanse, then you can just put one together. We've always said the ingredients don't really matter. We see a lot of people get kind of stuck on, but I don't know what juices to choose for a cleanse. You could do a cleanse with all carrot juice. You can do a cleanse with all celery juice. You could do a cleanse with carrot, beet, orange juice, All fruits and veggies are good for something in the body. So it's nice to have a little bit of variety, but we generally just like to choose a little bit of the rainbow, some green juices, some beet juices, some yellow juices, some carrot juices, a little bit of everything. We generally don't want to do too much fruit and just really want to focus on those veggies, but some fruit is totally fine. And usually you do 6 juices a day for 3 days. 6 12-ounce juices a day.
That's what we've done. That's what we've
Always done. That's
always
like
done.
the industry standard. So you want to put together a cleanse, like I said, name it something nice, like the detox cleanse.
New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution cleanse. Don't call it the
Something
weight
catchy.
loss cleanse, because you apparently can't use the word weight loss.
No.
It's like a medical term. Just name it something catchy and good, And then you want to, a big part of this is making it easy for your customers to purchase. So you can think about, on Amazon, the friction is so reduced. You just click buy, right? You buy a lot on Amazon because it's easy to buy. Now, if you go to just a random website that requires all this information and, oh my gosh, I lost my spot, now I gotta go start over, whatever, you're much
Gotta
less
put my card
likely
in.
to purchase. So we wanna make it easy for our customers to find the product and to purchase the product. Sorry, we got somebody here. Mailman, okay. And don't overlook that. Like, there's a lot to be said about when you're talking to customers and you send them the direct link and it's clearly communicated and there's a picture of the actual product they will be getting. Like, we want to increase confidence in our customers' purchase and reduce friction and like annoying things that get in the way. So having just a smooth online purchase system is really good. And then for in-store, having clear marketing materials is great. Having signs up that say New Year's Cleanse sale, the price of it, what's included, and a beautiful picture of the actual cleanse they're getting. Boom, done. We just don't want to be like juice cleanse and not include any information about what's included, the price, this and that. So making it easy for your customers to purchase really does go a long way, especially in today's like super distracted world where somebody opens their phone, they click on an ad, oh, then they're over here. We really want to get them while they're in the moment of wanting to purchase, okay?
Yeah.
And when you're choosing your cleanse, this is so important. Make sure you run your numbers and know your profit margin on it, because a lot of people will have a cleanse, guess on what to charge, and then discount it further, and they're actually genuinely losing money paying their customers to buy this product. And all in the thoughts of, this is what everyone else in the industry is doing, so it's what I'm gonna do, and this seems like a good price to price it up. Don't do that, okay? Run your numbers on each individual juice, you add it up, you see what your profit margin is, and how much you can discount it then. So it's probably going to be discounted a lot less than you think you should discount it, okay? You might be like, I'm gonna discount it 30%. You're not gonna make any money, okay? You really need to be realistic and run your numbers, because we don't, this is our biggest money-making month of the year. This is important, okay? You need to be making a profit or you will go out of business. You will not be able to serve your customers anymore if you go out of business. So run your numbers. Run your numbers.
True.
So choose your items, run your numbers, make it easy for your customers to buy. And then probably one of the biggest points is to actually sell your product. So nobody knows about it if you don't talk about it. Sales is persuading your customers for a cause that benefits them. So sales is, let me persuade you into purchasing this product that's going to benefit you. And we always want to be thinking about what problems do our customers have that our product can solve. So a really easy way to do this, for example, right now, like I said, we discounted 2 of our biggest frozen packs, one being the Immune Boost pack. So this is just a huge box of frozen juice. All recipes are catered towards immune boosting. Now, everyone is sick right now, and everyone who isn't sick is thinking, I hope I don't get sick. And so a clear, obvious solution to this problem is, listen, you can buy the Immune Boost frozen pack, put it in your freezer. When you start to feel a little tickle, you don't have to think, what do I do? You just start drinking the juice.
Drink that juice.
And it will boost your immune system. And even if you get sick, it aids in the healing process and speeds up the healing process for your body. So a clear problem, and we have a clear solution. And then that frozen juice aspect is even more wonderful because you can buy it now and keep it for 6 months, Buy it while it's on sale, have it ready to go whenever you may need it. The frozen packs are really, really wonderful. And then obviously a traditional cleanse, weight management, like we said, better sleep, reducing cravings. I always bring it back to no matter what your New Year's resolution is, a juice cleanse will kickstart it, will support it. If it's
a
work,
great tagline.
It really is,
It's
though.
a great tagline.
If it's work goals, juice cleanse, mental clarity, reduce that inflammation, get more mental clarity, sleep better, right? Personal care, go into the gym, lose weight, increase energy, juice cleanse. It's just It literally will kickstart any single goal you have, every single one. So that's it.
That's it.
Pick the item, put it on your website, make it easy to buy, and sell it.
We have so much great training on this, topic of juice cleanses in our masterclass. It's you'll hear us say it's a whole business within your business.
It is.
And it's one that you really want to begin to invest in marketing-wise as soon as you can, because you're going to see the fruit of that marketing just over the course of years. You're just going to see that. There was one year.
Yeah, we can tell the story. Yeah. So the summer, there was a year where we launched our summer slim down cleanse. We marketed it like crazy. We sold it like crazy.
Jordan just went for it.
We just talked about it nonstop on the social media.
Probably have heard us talk about it.
And then so winter comes and the next year comes around and it starts to get a little warm outside. And all of a sudden we have all these summer slim down cleanse orders coming in. And we're like, we haven't even talked about this. Like, we haven't even launched this. Like, where are all these orders coming from? And it just, all the selling from the past year, people were hardwired to know it's getting warm out. It's summer. I need to slim down. A juice cleanse. I remember that. Purchase. And this is why sales compound.
Definitely.
You're always selling. And even if you do this New Year's cleanse event and nobody purchases, you're like, well, that was a waste. It wasn't a waste.
It wasn't.
Because you were selling to your customers. And sometimes, how many times do you think, I need to buy that? And it takes you 6 months to buy it, because you've got to get to that point of like, okay, I'm actually ready to buy it.
Yeah.
So you're always selling, and it's never wasted. So just do it.
For
just
sure.
go for it.
It's a big, mental jump to commit to something, to not eating food for 3 days.
It is.
That's like a life-changing, can be, it's an event.
It's an event.
We talk about that a lot. You're doing an event with the cleanse. It's not just you're grabbing a juice. You're doing this cleanse. So it can take a lot for people to kind of get on board with that. But vice versa, it's okay, it's okay to consume your regular diet and add juice into it. Like, you don't have to do that. I think they call that something. Feasting, juice feasting. I could be wrong about that.
I have no idea.
But if you don't have to go food free to enjoy 6 juices a day.
I forget, somebody came in and they were on like day 2 or 3, I don't know. And they were like, I ate. And I'm like, you drank. I don't remember how many pounds of produce. Like, don't think about that you ate. Think about, you consumed so much fruits and veggies. Like, it wasn't ruined. It was still a good thing. You got all those vitamins.
Like, you can't mess it up.
That's what we say.
Our basic sales conversation is like, you can't mess it up. You can't mess it up. You're gonna feel good drinking that amount of juice. Yeah. It's a lot. And there's so many fun testimonies. Just this, 2 weeks ago, she wasn't one of our customers, but she juices at home. She said, her blood pressure was through the roof, and they wanted to put her on,
some kind of blood pressure med.
And she said, I started juicing beets at home and ginger, and it dropped 40 points in 6 months.
That's insane.
She said her doctor did not believe her.
Oh my God.
She was just juicing. She said her doctor did not believe her.
That's amazing.
It was. I got a good laugh out of that, but fruits and veggies.
Do it. Yeah.
If
you're in a community that's new to cleansing, that's the really good. You always have to meet your customers where they are. So saying things like, you can't mess it up, reassures them that, even if I eat, this isn't a waste. You're still doing a good thing. And because it can be, like Lauren said, it can be scary. It's a lot to not eat food for 3 days and to spend X amount of money on juice.
We just need to be more real with each other, yo.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
A lot of people that we serve cleanses to are people that, people that are sick. They need help.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're, facing diagnoses, and they're scared. Yep. And if we can make it easier by telling them, you can't mess it up. Drink the juice, they'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are they calling us so much?
I don't know. We're getting a call, repeated call. Do you need a flash freezer to freeze the juices? I have noticed small bits of solidified juice, maybe ice crystals in juice that I have frozen, then thawed. You do not need a flash freezer. What were you going to say?
Are you using a masticating juicer?
The type of juicer you use is important.
Yeah, there's more fiber. There's more insoluble fiber left behind in a masticating juicer. You'll see it just show up in juices. It doesn't mean that it's any less quality or anything.
Yeah.
Cold pressed juice is There's
really
very
clean.
little fiber, insoluble fiber in there. So
Yeah.
this is one of our frozen
This is a
juices.
frozen juice right here.
It looks just like a normal juice.
And it depends on what juice. So some are going to have, like green juices, you're going to see more particles than something like a really fruity juice. But
Just write it out. We had that in the beginning too. And it's just like anything, the more you do it, the better.
And
You don't
maybe
even
the
know what you're doing.
freezer.
It's just you're getting better at it.
having a really cold freezer, maybe that would help.
Not sure.
I don't know. Let's see, any other questions? Do you require people to pay for their cleanse ahead of time, or do you take their word for it, hoping they pick them up when scheduled? We require people to pay beforehand, yes. There have been a couple times when we're like, you can pay when you can pick up this or that, but a good general rule is you're gonna sorry, the phone's just going crazy. A good general rule is we require payment beforehand, yes. So there might be like some core customers that are always, consistent that you can say, sure, you can pay when you get here, but for the most part, yes.
A lot of our orders happen online too. Our cleanse orders.
And that's probably the biggest reason is they order online and it requires
Oh my goodness.
to pay. I know. Let's see. Let me try to message this person real fast. Why is it not working? The person messaged. Okay, well.
Somebody is desperately trying to get
Desperately.
hold of us all of a sudden.
Okay. The marketing part of it is the hardest part for me. What do you recommend for that? Well, post a lot on social media. If you've never done it before, just go for it.
A cleanse? Is that what we're talking
No,
about?
marketing. Oh, wait, I guess that's a good point. Like marketing a cleanse, that's easy. Identify what your customers would gain from the cleanse, and then reverse that conversation and talk to them. So what would the customer benefit from this cleanse? Weight management, better sleep, all those things, detoxing from the holidays, and then turn that into the message. So it would look something like, do you feel sluggish? Are you feeling super sluggish from the holidays? Re-energize and reset with the cleanse. It's a great thing to do. 3-day cleanse, blah, blah, blah. So you just want to take whatever problem your product is solving and then turn that into the message.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to understand marketing, Or another way would be to think about the future, that the problem this solves and what they are then in the future. So the problem it solves again is maybe it's trying to just generally be more on track as a person, be more organized, be more put together. You can just talk about that, share a testimony on when you did a juice cleanse, it really helped you get more focused on life. Mm-hmm. It helped with your brain clarity and got you on a better track of eating healthy and whatnot. So just kind of thinking, how does this change the person's life in the future, and turning that into the message.
In our master class, we always recommend that everybody do a juice cleanse, a one-day juice cleanse, before they go sell one, because then they'll have a story to share.
It's a lot easier to sell when you know what you're actually selling, when you believe in the product and then you know why you believe in it, right? Definitely a lot easier. And then other marketing things like making good marketing materials for in-store, that kind of stuff goes a long way. Pretty graphics, it just shows clear communication and it looks very professional. So you can do that on very simple apps like Canva and have them print it somewhere local. So really easy marketing materials, definitely. If you have more questions, absolutely, go ahead and send them in. Anything else you had? Oh, have you done cleanse before?
I just wanted to hear some cleanse stories.
In the comments, yes.
We've heard really good things about carrot garlic juice.
Yeah.
For cleansing.
Yep.
I've heard lots of fun stories. All the cancer testimonies, just fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
In large quantities.
What I just shared a reel that we had before, but like eating fruits and veg, juicing is like dosing medicine. So you can think about somebody who's on diabetic insulin or like blood pressure, like you take it every day, you know? You do it every day to regulate your body and to fill the gap that's needed. And then juicing is like the same, you know, you consume it every day. You're dosing all those live enzymes, those nutrients. And when you have that consistency behind it is when you really see results, you know? One juice a week, eating crap all the time and then having one juice a week isn't going to be as effective as every day I'm going to start my day with celery, you know, or every day for lunch I'm going to have a classic or a carrot juice, you know, or once a month I'm going to do a juice cleanse. And that's why juice cleansers are so effective, is you are drinking so much juice. You are like mega dosing your body with vitamins, live enzymes, nutrients, and you're not consuming anything else. Like your body can really focus on it. And the other cool thing about juice is you remove some of that fiber so it hits your bloodstream immediately. Like it really cleanses your blood and your liver and gets to that cellular level of your body. And it does really, really great things.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Juice cleanses are just madness. Yeah. Like when you really think about it, you're drinking 6 juices a day. Like it's crazy.
It's awesome.
And it feels good. Yes. I love it.
I have a point that I want to talk about. Don't forget about it.
Okay, great. Okay. Hi guys. Yes, you can send in your questions. We have a quick pause to serve some people. Let's see. Okay. I'm not familiar with these weight loss shots. You'll have to give me more information. Weight loss shots that are going around, I feel like that has been an issue with people purchasing cleanses because they use that instead of cleanses to do a reset or weight loss. I don't know. You know, you always have to keep in mind, like, certain companies, again, the heart behind it, their goal might not be actually caring for the customer, but trying to, you know, get a quick buck. So they might market something like a weight loss shot. I don't know, again, I don't know this product, and it doesn't actually do that, right? But a traditional juice cleanse, you know, first of all, logic says I'm not eating for 3 days. I'm going to lose weight, right? But then we're adding on top of that all the nutrients from the juices. So I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to heal, right? And I'm going to do all these beneficial things. So, I mean, anytime somebody's trying to do a quick fix, it only has, you know, it's only going to do so much. And same with the juice cleanse. Like you're going to lose an initial weight, but if you really want to keep weight off and have lasting effects, you're going to need to change many, many behaviors. But a juice cleanse can be a great way to kickstart that and to reset the body if maybe we had, you know, 1 month of eating really bad, or like the holidays, right? It's just a way to kind of get back on track and to generally feel a lot better. How long do juices stay fresh using the Cuvines commercial juicer? So the max a juice will really stay fresh is 7 days fresh, without any kind of preservatives added to it. But certain juices, you're gonna have a much shorter shelf life, depending on what kind of juicer you use. Like a centrifugal juicer, that's like 1 day. Traditional cold press max is like 7 days. We mark ours with 5 days. Flo, how long would a Cuvines juicer keep juice fresh?
I say max 3 days.
Cuvines
optimal 48 hours.
And that's masticating juice. So
Yeah.
3 days for masticating juice. Happy New Year's. Let's see. Have you tried a sour soap juice before? If yes, what was the, I'm going to guess, recipe?
I haven't.
No.
People have asked me about it though, if I've used it. Sour salt?
I don't know how it is. I'm use something like that, sour salt. So
I haven't.
Yes. Would you ever add smoothies or acai to your menu? Yes, at some point maybe. With a expansion or growth or whatever that may look like. It's definitely not on the visual anytime soon, but depending on growth and where we go, I can definitely see that being an addition at some point. Yes. Let's see. Happy New Year's. Yes, if you guys have any other questions, definitely feel free to send them in. What was the thing you wanted to say?
Oh, yeah. Just cleanses.
Just cleanses.
Cleanses.
Do you remember what you were going to say?
Kind of. But, well, I was just going to talk about, this. We're not all naive to the state of our food system.
Oh.
And what food isn't really food,
Right.
It's being tampered with. It's not what God made or what He intended us to eat.
Right.
So it's really powerful when you get
Yeah.
flooded with a lot of nutrition that your body knows how to digest, and you were truly designed to consume fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
It could be like somebody flipped a light bulb on in your head.
Dude, it is kind of crazy when you really think about it. Like, you could go all day consuming lab-made foods.
Corn syrup based, soy based, and I'm not
But no, literal foods made in a lab. Like,
genetically modified. The DNA has been altered for pesticide prevention, and they've been sprayed, and
yeah.
we don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but it's not.
It's just, it's crazy.
It's not what you were designed to eat, which is why, we'll always serve organic, 100% organic.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of you guys some of you guys will say that doesn't even really mean anything.
Because organic is still sprayed. But we're all just doing the best we can, okay?
We all do the best we can.
Yes.
And, Jesus Christ is bigger than all of that.
Yes.
And he
Yeah. So,
But it can be really powerful if you've never done a juice cleanse before, and if you're, a standard American eating American food,
Yeah.
and you reach for a whole bunch of pounds of nutrition, pounds of organic produce, you're going to feel that, and it can be it can be powerful.
It can be very powerful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. I mean, I know my Instagram and socials are just flooded with eating real food, and a lot of advocacy for getting all these crappy foods out of our systems and our government doing a better job and all of that, which is wonderful. I really feel like America's taking a turn towards more health, which is wonderful. And these types of businesses, juice shops, people that offer organic, real food, are going to be booming, I just think of simply how we offer lattes made with our house-made pumpkin seed milk,
Mm-hmm.
Grocery store nut and seed milks have gums and thickeners. Again, these are literal chemicals. This is not real food being added to it to preserve it, to help its texture and its flavor and how it performs, versus ours, which is filtered water and pumpkin seeds, So it's just so awesome to be able to offer that, and that to be able to get that somewhere in the community is really, really cool. So let's see. Do you think JuiceCon will be this year? And is it a great event to go to? I have not heard anything about JuiceCon in a long time, so I'm not sure. But the one we went to was great, yes. Mm-hmm. Food doesn't taste the same anymore. It's insane, yes. I keep seeing some juice shops like to use charcoal and some don't. Why is that? I think it's just personal preference.
Yeah.
Charcoal is also, depending on the health department, your health department might not allow it, or they might allow it because it's kind of in a weird food group. So it just depends. But we have used charcoal here before and do depending on the cleanse. So let's see. Heavy on doing the best we can. LOL. Yep, we are all doing the best we can. This person said, Lauren, I really love your YouTube videos. They are very inspiring. Will that be something you will be doing again?
Yeah, I know. We're
Sorry, she's right here.
we're definitely
We're coming back.
coming back into the YouTube space.
Yep, absolutely. You know, we're all doing the best we can, managing as much as we can. Oh, man. Cleanses. What did they get? That customer that was just
They
in?
were shopping for their daughter who loves to come in here.
Oh, nice.
Stocked up on a bunch of frozen stuff.
Oh, so she bought the frozen instead of a gift card. Nice, cool. Yes. I was surprised at how many frozen orders came in online over the past week. You know, you really can see the shift. We didn't even do marketing, but you can see the shift that happens in the consumer's brain on like, it's the new year, I need to get on track. And we had so many frozen pack orders come in. I want to say thank you. And Lauren, you have helped me so much in launching my juice business. Aw, I'm so glad.
Thanks for sharing.
Love it. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. You know, we really do consult. I shared this in the reel, but we want your business to be a blessing and not a burden. Like there's nothing worse than you start a business and it just drowns you, right? And so our goal is just always to give advice that helps your business to be a blessing, which is often going to be advice that is very conservative and not wild and flamboyant and go invest in this and this. It's just start slow, snowball, the basics, back to the basics of we know our numbers, we know how to sell, we know how to communicate, we know what we're good at. And nothing quick, make money quick, none of this. It's just, do you love to make juice? Do you have a heart to serve? Do you want to offer this to your community? Great, let's do it, and let's do it business-wise the correct way. Let's tune into what you're really uniquely good at. What do you really love? And let's have a business where we spend less than we make, and we just keep the numbers in line. We don't go into debt. We reinvest. Like, it's just really simple stuff. But, yeah, we've realized in this world, sometimes you just need somebody to tell you the simple things and be like, it's okay to go slow. There. Yeah. Oh, we got lots of questions coming in. Let's see. Yes, thank you for all that you do. You have helped my small business in many, many ways. So grateful. Aw. We are working on trying to minimize our green waste in our juice shop and have recently started saving some of our pulp. We've given some to a chicken farmer and another to our other friend, I think that says, yes. Awesome, considering the fact that it takes more time and effort to save it versus chuck it. How could we navigate negotiating for compensation for our waste? That's a great question. Well, yeah, for sure. You could just have the honest conversation to the farmer people, we're considering just throwing this away because it takes so much time to this and that. Does this bring value to you where you would be willing to pay us for it? What would that number look like? X, Y, and Z. You just simply say that.
Just look up some chicken feed prices.
Yeah, and that's where they would be like, okay, well, this is saving X amount of money on our chicken feed, and X, Y, and Z, we are willing to pay you blah, blah, blah per bucket or something like that. So just having that honest conversation. And that, I think that's where we miss it sometimes in business, is we forget business comes back to the root of bartering, saying, I can offer this product. What is it worth to you? And if we don't know what to do in a certain situation, we can just say that. Like, if I were to stop offering this, what would you be missing out on? What would you be willing to pay? X, Y, and Z. Yeah. But definitely a great conversation to have, for sure. And that's a good, in business, that's a good, healthy boundary to set up. Mm-hmm. You're realizing this is becoming a burden. How can I turn it back into a blessing, And so you have that honest conversation of, it's burdening us to hold on to this. It's taking too much time and money. We would love to keep doing this if it can bless both of us, Very, very, very good conversation to have. Mm-hmm. Yes, one step at a time. It took me 4 years of building the foundation first. Absolutely, Yep. It takes a long time. Our favorite metaphor is you don't build a building, you just got going bleh. You build a building one brick at a time.
Just by going bleh.
You build a building by laying one brick at a time and another brick and another brick. But you have to make sure that those bricks have the correct formulation of sand and hard matter and all of that, and you gotta lay the grout, is it called grout? I don't know, correctly. Like, you have to be intentional about each brick you lay. And then before you know it, you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, we built a huge building. And we did it well. We did it intentionally. We did it correctly. So, you know, it's not just gonna go bleh. And it's probably better to
not just gonna go bleh.
And if you really think about this, I would rather take the time to intentionally lay good bricks and build my buildings slow than go buy an old crumbly building, okay? Then go buy something that somebody's like, I can get this to you if you just give me this much money and we're gonna be, you know, like the fast, the quick is not always the best option. Now, sometimes all the stars align and the Lord's like, let's go, you know, but going slow and being intentional is truly so valuable.
For sure.
Yes. Did you want to say anything else?
It's just scripture.
Did you want to share it?
Solomon's a fun business.
He was just
man.
on my mind yesterday.
If you haven't read Ecclesiastes and you're an entrepreneur, it's a fun one.
Yeah.
But he was a big businessman. He said, you know, fast money goes away fast, and I'm not saying
You're paraphrasing.
Yes, but there's no get rich quick scheme, and you just have to. I'll have to find it. We can share it in the reel, but
Yeah, it's a good idea.
you have to put in the groundwork if you want
do.
to build something sustainable. You know.
You do. You know, another way to look at it is like, there's so many business influencers on the grams, and one thing people value, the thing that people value about them is they share their wisdom. Okay, they're sharing YouTube videos, reels, all these things about all their advice, and the really good ones, they have this deep wisdom to them that's like, wow, like you know something that I don't know, you know, I'm learning from your wisdom. They did not get that wisdom in 1 year. You know, most of them have been in business for 20 years. So you got to remember that, and we have to be okay with going slow. And I always lean on the fact that we're going to die sooner than we think we are, first of all. And if you die in 3 years and you're on your deathbed and you look back and you're like, my gosh, why didn't I just enjoy it all? Like, why didn't I take it slow and have fun? Why did I just grind the heck out of my life? And like, it was not fun, you know? So find a way for your business to bless you in all of the stages, right? To be enjoyable, to be fun, and not to be this, I'm just going so hard, so hopefully I can make it at some point. So just learn to enjoy the today. How can your business be a blessing today and not a burden today? And it can at every single phase. And usually that means that we go slow, we avoid debt, we are realistic about where our growth is, and we enjoy the process, right? So, and we're not trying to be something we're not, you know? We're just realistically growing, and we make money and we reinvest and before you know it, you're like, oh my gosh, we did it. Look like we're doing good. So, anyways. Do you have specific juices for people with memory loss? No, that has never come to mind. I've never even thought about that.
I would probably say like beet juice.
I really don't know.
Blood flow.
I'd have to do some research on that. We got some really good picks from the chicken farmer, which we were able to share as content, which I think helps. Yeah, definitely. Operating sustainably, so I definitely turn it into some marketing material. Love that. Value, if y'all have found other ways to reduce your pulp waste, please share. Yeah, I do think the most sustainable way to deal with pulp is to give it to a farmer. Like,
that's what we do.
It takes a lot of time to turn it into crackers and do all of these fancy things with it. Compost it.
It's just too much pulp.
It's just the best way is to give it to a bunch of animals that can eat it. So definitely.
And they love it.
They just gobble it up.
Chickens,
pigs, yep. Yes, can you say that whole speech again about the business being a blessing? We're going to upload this as a podcast, and also you can watch the replay. But yes, your business should be a blessing, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Also, find your local shared kitchen and they can compost it, yes. I guess for us, we like live in the country, so... And I know, and I guess I don't always think about a lot of people live in the city and they don't just have places they can put buckets upon buckets.
Farms,
Yes. So just finding somebody that can, a farmer with the tools to pick it up, you know, trucks and all that. Yeah. Take it somewhere. So, okay. Anything else?
I don't think so.
It
was fun.
That was fun.
Chatting with you guys.
This was a lot of like random conversation, but also cleanse talk. Basically,
New
offer a
Year.
cleanse, make some money, do it well.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We pray that it is filled with blessings.
Yep. That this is the year your business is a blessing and not a burden. Have you tried tiger nuts before? It's just not a thing in America. I don't think I think that's
It's just not a thing.
It's not. I know it's a thing in other countries, but I don't think tiger nuts is a thing here in America. At least I haven't seen any American juice shops offer it. Thank you, ladies. Happy New Year, ladies.
Happy New Year.
For those on the Facebook group, well, actually both. If you don't follow us on Instagram, follow it. Oh my, yeah. If you don't
catch all of Jordan's Instagram content.
No, I actually really have something to say. Okay. If you don't follow us on Instagram, we have a private business chat group that's totally free that I post quite a bit in, and there's lots of tips and advice and links and all that. I'm gonna post though a sermon that's a really good New Year's sermon. That if your goal this year is to have a little more faith in the Lord Jesus, it's a good sermon to watch. That I think would give you a lot of peace in your business journey as well. So
truly, if he is not our foundation, then
it's all crumbling down.
business is not going to stand.
Yep. Even them good bricks, even those good formulated bricks, they put on a bad foundation, it's gonna fall down. Okay, that's it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Aw.